Yeah, hello guys. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the Football Fan Zone with your boy Tembam Banks. And guys, on this morning, you guys know we are always there for you guys. You know, we are always there to deliver. We are always there to give you guys, good content and the latest happening in the world of transfer. Well, peradventure, or if there's a way you missed our last night's show, we dived into a lot. A lot came outside yesterday. The deal for Ogate is um, off. And if you didn't see that, probably you want to check the last transfer talks we made. But moving on, these guys, this morning we're also going to be talking about transfer because basically there's nothing happening. The only thing happening in the world of football right now is transfers. I just can't wait for the season to start, man. Honestly, we can't wait for the season to just kick off. Let the season kick off with a banger, guys. I cannot wait. Now, I'm kicking off the show with Alvarez because Alvarez is the main thing. Julian Alvarez is the main thing happening in the world of sports or in the world of transfer. So last night, I gave an update on Julian Alvarez, the possibility of him joining. And this morning, this is what Fabricio have reported. And it says Atletico Madrid are closing in on Alvarez deal. Athletic offered more than 75 million euros for Julian to join Atletico Madrid, working to get it done today. Chiesa and Chelsea are closing in on Samuel Omorodon deal for 35 million with Atletico Madrid. Conor Gallagher set to travel to Madrid today. And that's United is red. How are you? I'm good. How are you doing? Hope you're fine. How are you? Hope you're good. So we are basically seeing this day happen. This day is happening, man. If there are some points you were having doubts of this is not happening, man, it's happening. It's happening. And I've seen people, like it's crazy whereby people have come to say Alvarez is not a good player. Like they believe he's a decent player. One thing is this, I don't know if they are taking a piece or if they are just saying that from a perspective of being a fan of a rival club. But I'm telling you guys, if I'm going to be honest with you guys, I strongly believe Alvarez is a better player than Haaland. Its overall play, overall football aspect is a better player than what's his name? Haaland. I will say it anywhere. If you want to have the argument, let's have the argument. Overall, he is a better player. Because one thing Haaland does is just tap-ins. He gets into the box, tap-ins. And Haaland have also made Manchester City one-dimensional. Because we all know every single player for Man City are just going to look for Helen Haaland. So for me, I don't think on a good day, if I have to be honest with you guys, I would take what's his name? Alvarez over Haaland anytime, any day. Anytime, any day. If I'm given the option to sign Alvarez or Ellen Haaland, I'm sorry, I am going for Ellen Haaland all day. But moving on Alvarez, we are going to wait and see when we hear the year we go. Moving on, we've seen the fact that Conor Gallagher going to Real Madrid, no, he's going to Atletico Madrid, not Real Madrid. He can't go to Madrid to play for his bench. He's playing for Atletico Madrid, and Julius Alvarez, better than Holland is not. Well, for me, the reason why I said this better, Haaland does not. His overall play is Haaland is one dimensional. He's one dimensional. Haaland can't play for Manchester United. He will flop at United. He will flop at United. But when you have the likes of Alvarez, Alvarez can play as a striker, alternate striker. He can play as a 10. He can play as a winger. His link of play is superb over Erling Haaland. And this is why I said overall, I'm not talking about scoring goals or as a striker. I'm talking about overall play. Overall, he offers a football club a lot more than Haaland. Haaland will always offer you goals, and if the suppliers of goals to Haaland is blocked, Haaland can create goals for himself. Free kicks. Alvarez is good when it comes to free kicks. So when I say overall play is a better player over Haaland, I'm not saying he's a better striker, but I'm saying overall, as a footballer overall, I will always take Helen Haaland. Sorry, Alvarez over Haaland. Overall, the way Alvarez now is going to Atletico Madrid, Haaland can't go to Atletico Madrid. He will flop. He's going to flop. It's as simple as that. He will flop. So when I say overall, I like that's why I use the word overall. I'm not just saying as a striker. I said overall. But moving on, we've seen what's it called? PSG, and this is coming from Sky Sports. It said breaking PSG have held initial talks with Manchester United regarding the signing of Jordan Sancho. Sancho could be open to the move, and personal terms are not expected to be a problem. Now, if you guys remember, I said something yesterday. I said the possibility of Sancho leaving the club is still very much possible. You know, there was a report that came from Fabrizio Romano yesterday, and it said the possibility of Sancho leaving Manchester United is still the probability. The probability of Sancho leaving Man U is still very much possible and opened. So the report came from Sky Sports saying PSG had an initial talks with what was it called? Man U for Sancho. Now the latest on this guy called Morodon. The one thing is I won't say anything about Samuel Morodon because I don't know anything about him. Honestly, I do not know one thing about this guy, and this is why I will not talk much about him because it would be unfair talking about a player I don't know anything about. So I'll just keep my mouth shut and see if he's going to be good or it's going to be bad. But as reported from Fabrizio Romano, it says here, Chelsea have all set with Samu Omorodion to join the club on a 7-year contract valid until June 2031. Personal terms agreed. Atletico to receive £35 million fee as reviewed yesterday. Green light only when Atletico will complete all final step for Julian Alvarez. Now the thing is this, man. You can say Chelsea are just exchanging player here. Conor Gallagher for what's his name? Samuel Morodion, because we know how much that was paid for Conor Gallagher. I think it was £34 million. Now Chelsea is also paying the same amount. Sorry, paying the same amount for to get Sam Omorodon. So basically, what you could say here is just player for player. That is what has been done here, player for player, with the inclusion of cash, player for player inclusion of cash to help the financial fair play. So it's very very interesting to see. Chelsea would have might as well have done a swap deal for Conor Gallagher and what's it called, Samuel Morodion. But the reason why Chelsea decided to take that £34 million because it is full profit. It is full profit and it helps with the FFP. So that's one of the reasons I believe Chelsea will have just do the deal like that. But now, like I said the deal for Gate is off, and there've been some names that have been mentioned this morning about the possibility of Manchester United going for those players. So we are going to be looking into those players. And yet again, first of all, I want to just react to this guy called Christian Romero because I don't know what he thinks he is. Real Madrid were interested in signing Christian Romero and asked Tottenham about him earlier this year. Tottenham asked for £150 million. So, like, it's crazy, man. Honestly, it's crazy. They asked for 100 million, 150 million pounds for what's his name? Christian Romero. It just basically shows they're not ready to sell him, man, honestly. That is what it shows. They are not ready to sell him. You know, they are not ready to sell him. But yet again, we all know how situation pans out. You hold on to your players too much. Real Madrid end up getting them for free. So would it make any sense whereby you have every opportunity of doing a deal with Real Madrid for the player for a decent amount of money, but end up losing him for free? Like I believe Liverpool might lose Trent Alexander-Arnold to Real Madrid next season if they don't, you know, try to orchestrate a deal with Real Madrid. When it comes to Real Madrid, they know how to get deals done. Every player wants to play for them anyway, so it's not like they do it. Every club wants to want to play for them. So it will be interesting to see. Now, this is what I don't just react to what Mark Goldbridge is saying. You know about Julian Alvarez. There's a problem I have here with this guy. So because of the fact that United sucks when it comes to making a deal happen, then all of a sudden, whenever a club signs a player, it moans. Now, this is what he says. Say, where the hell, okay, or where, what the hell, or where the hell of Atletico found 80 million pounds for Alvarez? It's always City as well, isn't it? So basically, what he's trying to say here is that he's trying to say uh, Atletico Madrid do not have the money to buy this guy because the structure of the deal, the structure of that deal is the reason why it gets to 80 million pounds. And I don't think they'll pay it upfront. I don't think so. And um, Atletico Madrid is one of the biggest team in La Liga. So I don't think 80 million pounds is a problem for them. Matthias Delete and Ugarte to Manchester United. Any update? Like I said, the deal for Ugarte is off. Manchester United are not interested anymore. It is off. They have decided that they are going to drop the interest in looking for Matthias for Manuel Ugarte and try go get somebody else, somebody cheaper. And thank you for that question because it's taking me to the next topic I want to talk about. Now, there have been four names mentioned. There have been four names mentioned. There have been four name mentioned. Can you gain your? All right, all right. I will do so. All right, do so. I will do so. I hope you are good, oh George. Josh. So, these are the four names that have been mentioned that the possibility of the players Manchester United will like to move ahead for. And it says that Justin, Manchester United are doing work on a number of midfielders, including Yusuf Fofana, Mathieu Zubimendi, Amrabat, and Sander Berge. One thing is, I don't know anything about these guys. I know a lot about Zubimendi because he played for Real Sociedad. I've seen few about on Amrabat, but if I tell you I've seen Fofana or I've seen Berge, then I'm lying. I've not seen anything about these two guys. So is it what you call panic buy? Because we all know how Manchester United they run. Because one thing is this, and where I blame these guys is if you guys were aware from the onset that this guy were never going to reduce the price for Manuel Gatti, you could have walked off immediately. Like, why didn't they walk off immediately? Why wait till the 6th or 5th of August to walk off of a deal? Because PSG, as we know, have stick to the price that they want 60 million euros. And Manchester United are not willing to pay 60 million euros for Manuel Ugarte. So what would they could have done was drop the deal, move ahead. But what they did was they stick, waited, thinking PSG will reduce the price. And PSG haven't done so. And it is 5th. Today is 6th of August. Now, this is what you call panic buy. This is what you call panic buy. And this is why I said this is what you call panic buy, because if I ask you guys now, have you seen enough about Fofana? I haven't. I've seen Zubimendi, he plays for La Liga. I've seen Amrabat playing for French, and I know he's good enough. But this guy called Sander Berge, he plays for, is it Sheffield United or Burnley? It's between Sheffield United or Burnley. So let me just get it here. It's Burnley. They are looking at this guy. Justin Sanderberg is under consideration at Manchester United. Burnley are prepared to sell, and United officials have made contact with his camp. But coming from a Laurie Whitwell. But the honest truth is, I don't know anything about this guy. I know there are ballers at Burnley. I know few of them, but I don't know anything about this guy. So I can't tell you he's good or he's bad. Just like I said about on Maradon. I can't tell you Maradon is solid, is a baller. I can't tell you because I haven't seen enough of him. I know nothing about this guy. So I can always say something on, somebody I know something of. I've seen him play. But a player I know nothing about, I can't, say a thing about him. And that's my honest truth. I can't say anything about him because seen him play. But the honest truth is this: I believe all these guys, the Sergeant Ratcliffe and others, they are, they are footballing people, and they know things about football. I don't think they will go for the wrong decision when it comes to players. Maybe because before they will go and make a contact with him, probably they've actually scout the player. But I guess we just have to just wait to see what end up happening to the deal. But I'm a bit disappointed that United have not decided to drop this interest in these players before now. Now, United is ready to say now we should go for Fofana. Have you seen enough of Fofana? Do you rate Fofana? How do you rate him? Because I have not seen him. I've not seen enough of him. Then he says here, he says Zumeni also 60 million. He wants believing he wants to leave Spain. So if Zubimendi, there are talks of 60 million. So is there a possibility that Real should share that they'll be willing to do a deal for him? Sander Berge is an average player. And he says Zubimendi is 60 million and Nogate is 45 million. Why not? But the honest truth is that PSG are not ready to bring the price of this guy down. They don't want to bring it down. That is the honest truth here. I am not saying Manogate is worth 60 million. I'm not. But PSG are not willing to bring the price down. For what reason? I don't know. But they have decided not to bring the price down. So it is what it is. Now, moving on, guys. Let me just touch on Chiesa. Because Liverpool Football Club have been given the chance to sign Federico Chiesa, with Juventus boss Thiago Motta admitting the Italian winger could be sold. It's not new because we know before now that it's not just him. About 8 players of Juventus were put on. They were left when they were going for the camp. They left them behind because, like I said, they were not in their plans. And that is how proper club moves. You let a player knows you are not in our plan. Get your agent and get a job for yourself. So now, Liverpool have been given the chance to sign um, Federico Chiesa. But the problem I have with Federico Chiesa is the fact that he's injury prone. Honestly, The injury I have with him is that he is injury prone. That's the problem I have. He's just injury prone, honestly. But he's a good player. He's a good player, and I think if he can come to this, he will be good. Honestly, I honestly believe he'll be good. So I guess we have to wait and see. And last but not the least, how they speak the English. Not last. Okay, okay. Something just came out from Fabrizio Romano. You know, as when we stream, we still check online if there's any updates coming off. And now this is coming from Fabrizio Romano. Okay, I've done that. And it says here, Fabrizio, Manchester City confirmed to Atletico Madrid that their final price proposal for Julian Alvarez worth 75 million euros plus add-ons 20 million. Come on, you guys are taking a piece right now. Has been accepted. Negotiation ongoing on player side. Man City to authorize Julian for medical in Spain as soon as possible, as soon as personal terms are agreed. Basically, we just have to just wait for the year we go. Excuse me. I think that time they are on the pan. They are. We also have to wait for the pan for the year we go. I think the planning signing will be CDM, not centre back, and it will be Zubimendi for 60 million. He will get 200k per week. Well, that would be nice to see. I will be disappointed if we sign Amrabat or Sander Berge. Do you mean you don't rate Amrabat? So if you are going to be disappointed that if you guys sign Amrabat, does it mean that you don't really rate, you don't think Amrabat is a good player? Because I believe Amrabat is a good player. Just that Tenag is the one that failed to just use the player last season. I don't think he's a bad player. I honestly believe he is a baller. He's a good player. Honestly, if we're going to be honest to each other, I think he's a good player. You know, just that Tenag has been the one that have refused to give the player game time. Of which sometimes you don't blame the manager because we all know managers always have their own favorite. You know, so that might also be the case. Now, moving forward, guys, I want to touch on Mark Guehi. We should go for Ederson from Atlanta. Liverpool are also interested in Ederson, but they have not started any talks yet. Liverpool are also interested in Ederson, and that's a good shout out. He's a good player. Now, Maguire, it says here, Crystal Palace have rejected Newcastle opening bid for to sign Maguire, but the two clubs remain in talks over a transfer. Newcastle are expected to come in with an increased offer, with Palace willing to sell the defender if their valuation is met. And it's also coming from Sky Sports. Now, how much do you think this guy is worth, Maguire? Because if I'm going to be honest, I think he's a better player than Matthias Delete. I would take Maguire over Delete. So, how much do you think Maguire is worth in the transfer market? Because I think he has a is in the market transfer is 65 million pounds. But I don't know how much. I don't know how much. What's it called? I don't know how much they've offered. I don't know how much they offered. So now let me just touch on because we saw the Deco went to Germany yesterday to finalize the deal for what's his name, Daniomo. Okay, the man will be paid 60. He's a good player. And yeah, it says here, Barca director Deco landed in Germany last night as crucial meeting with Daniomo takes place today. Payment terms and add-on structure. Key details to try get the player done with RB Leipzig, Deco and players agent on it. Decision up to Leipzig. So basically, I think this deal is going to be done. Well, I don't think he's going to go for that cheap, man. I don't think Maguire will go for that cheap. Honestly, I don't think he will go for that cheap. I won't lie to you. Then I'm disappointed that we did not get Michael Olise and Manogati. And honestly, man, that guy is a baller. Man, Olise, I watched him play against Morocco. No, sorry, Egypt. That guy is a baller, man. Honestly, that guy would have done a lot. That guy is a baller. He's a baller. Honestly. So I believe this is going to get done, man. And guys, I think that's all for now. Whatever's come out, we are going to still come online and react to it, man. Because basically, they don't. There's nothing much to say about this thing. It just talks about Alvarez and what was his name, Daniomo. So that is what I'm seeing here. So that'll be all, man. I'll see you guys on the next one. Whenever pops out, I'll come online to react to it, man. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one, man.